Hi guys, it's Josie, and today I'm doing a book review for you. Now this is a book review that I did not plan, did not sketch out. It's just my thoughts on this book, one take. And that book is This Star Won't Go Out by Ester Earl, which was written with Lori and Wayne Earl, introduction by John Green. Now let me just say, this book is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. This book is the story of Ester Earl. Ester Earl was a nerd fighter, and if you don't know what a nerd fighter is, there's someone who watched the Vlogbrothers videos and we're made of awesome, and so like bones and tissues, and we're just a big community, and Ester Earl was part of this community. But Ester Earl was also fighting thyroid cancer and cancer, and so it's such a special story. Now many speculate or say that The Fault in Our Stars was written after Ester, and no, it was not directly written after Ester, or it was dedicated to Ester, but I have to say, after reading this book, I can definitely pick out some Tifio's elements within Ester's story. So it wasn't, I think there are some elements of The Fault in Our Stars that are based on Ester's life. This book is very unique. It's unlike anything I've written before or read before. It's 438 pages of things such as photographs, journal entries, illustrations that she's done, and some essays that her friends have written about her. And then there are these Caring Bridge. Caring Bridge is a website where you can update your loved ones and friends and family about the condition of one's health, and so it's got some of those in there, and it just tells a really compelling story of a girl who's just so full of love and so caring about other people, and she was just amazing. And I don't say that because everybody says that. I say that because I genuinely got that feeling while reading about Ester. Now, John Green wrote the introduction to this book, and the most powerful line from it, I feel, is, I wrote The Fault in Our Stars, something to the effect of, I wrote The Fault in Our Stars, but the only person I wanted to read it will never be able to read it. And that just broke my heart. That was the first time I cried during this book, and that was in the introduction. And reading throughout this book and reading the first 300 something pages, I knew Ester was gonna die. We all know Ester passed away. But when it actually happened in the book, I fell apart. I was crying, I was shaking, and I just could not wrap my mind around it because I felt like I had truly connected to Ester and become friends with her, if that makes sense. I truly felt like I'd become friends with her. And to see her pass away almost so suddenly was just heartbreaking, and it was heart-wrenching and a beautiful story. Ester was a beautiful writer. She could write and entertain like nobody's bananas. She just had something about her that made me want to read, and it made me want to suck into her story and just love her. And I truly do love Ester Earl. And what I felt like was so amazing about this book was at the end, it shares some samples of Ester's writing, and I would have thought that it was written by an adult. It was so easy to understand and so beautiful. So it was just absolutely amazing. So I definitely recommend, if you want a story, you've read The Fault in Our Stars, to definitely pick up This Star Won't Go Out by Ester Earl. Some people say they read this book a couple pages at a time, and and they take it slow. I couldn't do that. I was so wanting and willing and needing to become friends with Ester that I could not put this book down. So it was truly beautiful. I encourage you all to read it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, not for like writing and aspects. The story was truly 5 out of 5 stars. So anyway, guys, that is my review for This Star Won't Go Out by Ester Earl. And I will leave a bunch of links down below. Vlogbrothers channel, her YouTube channel, ways you can help Ester's foundation. So you guys can definitely go check those out down below, and I urge you to read this book. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!